Hi everyone, I'm back. We're gonna work in a bracelet today. I actually was gonna postpone this, but you know what? We're gonna do it. So I don't know which one. I was just torn between actually two of the same. So I'm gonna show you the difference. This one here has just like a slight little ripple look to it, but when you hold it like that, it kind of has like bevels. It just looks really pretty. And then this one, it has a little bit of that look, but I really like the outside. But who sees the outside? So, no, there you go. That's the one we'll use. So this is a bracelet. I did put up a shot to show you which ones I used. And after this, I'm going to do it again with the seed beads and also other things. So I went ahead and I cut 12 wires 15 inches long. This is the 22 gauge wire, and I don't think anyone's had a hard time finding that. If you do, let me know and I'll put up another shot. It's not a problem. So let's get this party started. What we're going to do, as always, we're going to fold this wire in half. We're going to attach it with the slip knot. See how pretty can we make this little bracelet? Tree of life, I'll show you. This is going to be really, really, really pretty because we only do pretty. And it's easy, and I've never done it in all seed beads, but it'll be fun. Something like that. Same concept. 12 wires in a 4-inch hoop, 12 wires in a bracelet. You can do it in a 5-inch if you choose to do the 3 limbs. It's all up to you. It's your tree. I'm just going to help you pull it together a little bit until, if it's your first, give you some ideas, and then you'll make it your own. I wanted to thank everyone for the comments. You know, it's been a bumpy ride, and I'm trying, as you know, I'm trying. And you've all reached out in so many ways, so thank you. I have the best group ever, and I just want you to know that I appreciate you. For all you new people, if you read the comments, welcome. I have some really special people here. And I get comments from new people too. I think that you can see how just nice people, honestly. It just makes my day. I did not check the volume on this, so I hope it's not going to be too soft, because I don't know if I can fix that. And I'm still dealing with a raspy voice, but it'll come back. Okay, moving right along. So because it's not a rounded hoop, it's more like a flat, doesn't matter. Just push your wires down. See? When you put them on, now they just won't go all the way up straight, but you don't need them to. Just collect your wires and just push them down, and now your tree will sit pretty in the middle of your hoop. So I wasn't sure which seed beads I would be using today, but when I was coming home from the hospital, I don't go out that much, as you know. I don't know. But we're going to the beach this week, I think, me and my husband. I still have a railroad track from top to bottom in my tummy, but I think that we can go for a walk. It doesn't have to be a long one. I am ready to get out of this house. But anyway, coming home from the hospital, my husband drove, past some houses that the trees were just like absolutely beautiful. It had like the trunk and then real thick limbs, and they grew straight up and out. They just looked like, I'm going to see if we can, when we drive by it again, because they were almost like mushroom cap trees, but they were just something different that I don't think I've seen. Or I did and I forgot about it. It could be. But it just like got the wheels in my head running. Maybe I'll see if I can take a little video or a few photos of those trees. Maybe I can make one. I don't know. Okay. So anyway, that's for, see, I saw something shiny and I forgot my train of thought. So I decided today to make a summer tree. And I think it'll be pretty. I was going to put a nest in this tree and I decided not to. We're just going to keep it simple because I like simple. And these seed beads are really pretty. And also, I've not done this in a bracelet with seed beads. I can't say that about the 4-inch because I did that with the pink, fuchsia, magenta, whatever color you want to call that. So that's one. Now we're going to do it in this. And tomorrow's tree is also going to be seed beads in a 5-inch hoop. 4 or 5. I don't know. I'm going to think about that. But it's going to be a little bit different. I think I said a 4-inch. Yeah, because we were going to knock it back to basics. So I think we will do a 4-inch. And that will be pretty. And it's going to be just seed beads. No bicones. No, just seed beads. And I already know which ones I'm going to use for that. And I'm excited. So, it's a little bit of a challenge. It's also a little bit of a break that I need. It's been a long day. Today I went up and down stairs for the first time. Up and down, up and down. My husband wanted to kill me. I just took a pillowcase and put some laundry in it. I'm not supposed to lift anything over 10 pounds, so I dragged it down into the basement and I did laundry. Going up the stairs is not a problem. It's going down. That's a little bit difficult, so we do the onesies. 1 foot, 1 foot. Going up, just I can run up. Just not today. But I feel accomplished. Because I'm just tired of just not doing anything. And my husband's been doing everything, so we'll just call him Cinderella. For real, guys. He just does everything. Work and then hospital, and he's learned how. My son in-serviced him on how to use the washer and dryer. But he does everything else. So, anyway, enough of that crap. Let's get on with this tree. We're almost done. It's a little bit tough. I'm using the 22. You can use the 24. I actually do like both. I'm just trying to think if this is like your new craft, what wire would suit you best. And I'm thinking maybe the 22 gauge because it goes a long way. And you can use it in a bracelet or a 4-inch or a 5-inch. The 4-inch is a little tricky to get the slip knot on, but it's not hard. Because you don't have to slip knot, you can just twist your wire on. It's your tree. You don't even have to make roots. Or you can just put it on. I've seen people do this, and then just twist them. And just have this straight line. Go back and bend it up. I could do that. I just don't like it. Not for me. I've done it. Okay, now let's collect our 12 wires like this. Now you see how far apart they are? That's because they're thick. It's a 22, so we're just going to push it like that. And then, because it's not a flat hoop, we do want to push those down like that. And now we're going to separate 6 and 6. Okay, there's 6. Just try to get them the way you'd like them to look. Like that. Same as always. If you like the way the roots look, that's when you grasp and twist. Now with the 24 gauge, it's much thinner than this, but maybe I'll do one in a 24 as well, just not today or tomorrow, and then do a side by side. I know some of you have bought the bracelets, and for some reason the 4-inch hoops are a problem, and I just don't understand why, because I'm not having that issue, but we'll see. I'm just trying to decide if that trunk is long enough. Actually, I'm going to use you don't have to use these. These are silicone pliers. I only like them because it helps me. Right now, this is really thick because it is a 22 gauge. And I just like to do this and just tighten it up and smooth it out. Gently, gently, just hold it on and just kind of like turn it. I'm not putting really any pressure here. It's mostly in the other hand. I'm just turning it. You probably can't notice it. The change, I do. Like, it's really strong. That's one thing I do like about it, the 22 gauge, and it shows up better. By that I mean your branches are thicker because it's a thicker wire. Anyway, carrying on. Let's go. I'm going to take 4 from the left and 4 from the right. As always, this is my go-to tree. It's not the only one I have, and we will do a different one, probably this week, where the branches aren't twisted out quite this way, but they're just as pretty. Probably more realistic. Same amount of wires though. It's just a matter of when we drop the branch, or the wires. Okay, so we have 4 and 4. And we're going to support our work right there and just give it, because this is a small hoop, I'm only going to give it one little twist like that for now. Ooh, those are a lot longer. That's okay. Now we're going to separate 4 and 4. And then we're just going to twist these together and support your work right there. It's not that hard. Just give it one good twist for now. We're just trying to establish our tree. And we're going to go over here and separate it again, 4 and 4. And that's good. Like that, so far. And again, just one good twist. We'll get back to it. And this one here, no fancy little leaves or anything like that. I'm going to keep it basic, but I'm going to show you how pretty and how cute this tree is going to be. Stay with me. I'm going all the way through with this to the embellishments that I've prepared. Now we're going to break this down into 2 and 2, and you're going to do that now? Actually, no. Let's put another twist in here. Sorry, guys. I'm getting ahead of myself. Like that. I think that's good now. Let me do the same on the other side. Not the top. Just right here and on the left and right. Because I really do need to give my little limb just a little, adjustment. Now I'm ready to do 2 and 2. Perfect. Okay, hold on to it. Just trying to be mindful that I still have to put a few little twists on the 2 and 2 before the beads, and I want to make sure that I have plenty of room to put my beads. I haven't done one of these in a long, long time. really long time. Wow. It's actually kind of nice. Pick it back up. Pick it up and take it down a notch. We're working with seed beads. I like it. Well, there's the first troublemaker. Crossing from one side to the other. We fixed it. There we go. And I hope I've been in focus for you guys to see what I'm doing. I have not always, I mean, I'm still standing. I still have not sat down when I craft, when I record. But I'm just trying to work it out so that I will be able to do that soon. It'll be more comfortable. Before I started doing this, I always sat down. I could do it at the table, I could do it on the sofa, just, you know, pull up my stuff down and work, craft. You can do it too. I'll show you how. Okay, now the 2 and 2, not a whole bunch. Still need room for these beads. So I'm doing it really tight. By that I mean I'm not really sliding my finger down. Just when I start my twist, I'll show you. Well, you know I always hold it with my thumb in this finger. I'm going to start twisting and just keep that thumb there. So it's a really tight little twist and it doesn't take up too much space because that's all I have left to bead with. And it'll be fine because we also put in a few little twists. It'll look wonderful. Now if you use the 24 gauge, it is thinner. So you can, that's my wrist clicking. You can have more on there. Not today. Probably not next time either. I might lace with the 24. I will lace with the 24. And I have everything that I need out except for one thing, the 24. I did it the other day, yesterday. I'll just look over there and see if it's there. It should be right over there, actually. Ta-da! Is this 24? Look, I found it. Right in front of my face. This doesn't take long. Let's see how long it's been. It's been 18 minutes and we're almost ready to bead. So, let's estimate here. Maybe 45 minutes? I don't know. Let's see. Not that I'm in a hurry. I wanted to do this one from start to finish to show you what you can do in a bracelet hoop. I like this one because it's summer. You can do spring. You can do birthstones. I've done that if you wanted to do like I did with the aquamarine for March, which is mine. And then I did the February but I did it in a 4-inch with the ones I got from Shein, the amethyst, and they were lovely. So, it's up to you. I'm just going to show you how to do it. Ouch. A little bit pokey, which is fine. Not really. It just seems to always get me where I've had surgery on the bottom side of my hand because it's very tender, like sensitive, and that's where I always poke. Jeez. Okay, we are ready to have some fun and bead. So let me show you what the, see, look. Let me show you what the tree looks like, guys. And then I'm going to take a sip of water, and then we're going to get this show on the road. Can you see that? Isn't that just the sweetest looking little tree in a tiny little hoop? You'd be surprised how much you can do with that. Oops, I almost dropped my water. Sorry, I do have to take frequent drinks because I just need to do that. Okay, so because this is ouch, knock it off. Because this is a summer tree, I chose to use green. As you know, I will post a short with the stuff that I'm using today. The beads, these seeds, I love them. They are not all the same size, but they are perfect for what I need, and I recommend them. In the single colors like I got, and also the big bag that I showed you, and I will also post that too. I'm just trying to not get ahead of myself. And because this is really stiff, I will use my pliers just to, that don't look good. So I want to round my hoop. I'm going to give it a nice tug, like that. I'm going to go around it again. I don't know why, I just felt like that needed it. Maybe not, we'll see with the next one. Maybe because I'm using the pliers and I'm not feeling with my fingers. Now we're going to cross it over beneath the hoop, above that bead, bring it back, pass it up, cross it over. That's where we're going to cut that wire. Same thing with this one. Bring it to the hoop. Always support it. Bring it down, and now I'm going to hold it here. Bring it up. Give it a nice tug. I'm only going to do it once. When I use my fingers, I can feel if it's tight enough. When I use a tool, I can't tell. And the wire's not too short. That's good enough for me. Okay. So now we'll go on to the next two. So far so good. Not too hard, right? You can have some fun with this. I had made one for every person that I gave a gift to 2 Christmases ago. And it went over really well because I put a little ribbon on it, a silk ribbon, and it was a gift tag / gift because it's like an ornament. I did some with white, they were glass crystals, but they kind of, looked like snow. And then I did a lot with the clear because the clear is my absolute favorite. And it looked like ice, as I also did in my 4 seasons as winter. Oh, not that one. Not today. Not for here. Okay, bring it to your hoop. Put your finger on it, because you're going to pull it tight right now. Push it up, like this, see? Give it a nice tug. Push it down in between the previous, and again beneath the hoop above your bead. Give it a tug down and bring it back up. So far so good. And I'm losing my beads. It's okay. This wire is very stiff for a small hoop, but if you're going to be working in just these, you can get the 24. If you're going to experiment with 4-inch hoops, again, it's a matter of preference. For me, I'd rather just get the 22. It's a little tough in this, but it works for both. Not so much with just the 24. It's 4-inch. It's doable. It's not my favorite. I've done it a lot. Again, it just depends on what I have for supplies on hand. Because mostly the only thing I ever have been replacing, well, lately I have bought in these, but it's usually just wire and hoops. Because I have all those, I don't know, beads from over the years that are, I call them misfit beads, but they're perfect for me and for you. Okay, one section of the tree is done. I think that looks pretty. Once we tighten it up and pull it all together, it will look even better. It is pokey. I don't like that, but it's just a matter of getting your hand in there. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Ow, ow, ow. Sorry. That one there looks broken. I don't know if you saw yesterday's video. I had mentioned that I had ordered Lily of the Valley, and I wasn't sure how they grew. I just thought that they were, and they are not acrylic, they are glass. So I did a search for Lily of the Valley, and it's a plant, but I plan on putting them in a hoop and making big leaves. You know, it's not, I'm not that great at it, but I'm going to attempt it. I don't know what size hoop yet. But anyway, pull that up, cross it over. So this wire is cut 10 inches long for my own preference with the seed beads. If this was 24 gauge, it would be fine, but it's a little bit tight for me. It's enough. I just don't like using these. I think I would use, give it another half an inch. I would do like 10.5 inches. Actually, this is 15 inches. I'm gonna go back and check on I have still more cut. This is not 15 inches. I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. I thought it was 10. This is saying 15. I don't think it is. Actually, in a minute, I'm just going to step over to my yardstick and check. I don't like to give you misinformation. I've done it, and I apologize, but I'm not going to do that. I mean, I think I use 15 in a 4-inch on certain projects. I don't know what you can see, but I'm wearing pajama bottoms. I did manage to get a shirt on today, but the PJ bottoms, they have to stay for now. Nothing around the waist. Let me just check this out for 1 minute, guys. Sorry, but that is just at me now. I'm not gonna go crazy looking for the extra wire I cut. So let's just see. It's 10 inches. Let's fold it in half. So that's 10. Folded it in half. That's what I'm using. That's 10 inches. Yep, I was right. I'm reading off of a index card, and I'm looking at the wrong thing, I think. I'm looking at the 4-inch hoop. Okay. I will write it down correctly. Pass that up. And that's the end of this section. I'm not wrapping it twice. I only did that first one because it just felt like I had to. See, I don't like it short. Definitely. It's not too short to work with. I mean, if you want to save wire and you don't mind using this, I just don't like it. I like to have more than that, just so that I don't get poked. To me, it's not a waste of wire. It's just a preference. Okay. So now, let's see, where are we? Getting to the top of our tree, these top 4, and I'm just gonna put in a few more twists right here. Not to make it exact, but just to give it some kind of, actually I probably should have put another one on the top. It doesn't have to be exact to that, but I don't want it way off. Just a little one there. Yeah, it's okay that it just gives me more room to tighten it up. Okay. I'm also trying to keep my workspace neater. Normally I just like throw them on there. I'm going to drop them anyway. But I'm trying to get rid of that habit, because then when I do that, I don't think you can see my hands. Especially when they're not in focus to begin with. They're not in your view. But I think I've been doing okay with that. Kinda. You'll let me know if it's really to the point where you can't watch it, and I count on you for that. Like I said, I'm still a work in progress. Yeah, I don't like the length of this for me. Plus I can't see the little stinker. Alright, we're just going to push that up over the bead. And pass it back down. Yeah, so next time we do a small one, I have a few ideas for the small ones. Definitely going to do one with the rose quartz that I got a ton of. I might even do it with the amethyst, because I really like it. It's different. It's easy. So, anyway, we'll see. Okay. I think, because this is a summer tree, I think we need a little bird. I love these little birds. Oh my gosh. I'm going to link those two. Well, link. I don't know how to link. I'm going to make a short, and I will show you what I use. I want him up higher. Oh, I think he's good right there in the middle. Yeah, he's on a branch. He doesn't have to be at the top, right? He just has to be beautiful. I know. I got a thing for the little birds. No nest today. But I will do a tutorial on just the nest, even though I have it. So for anybody that's new, I'll show you how I do it. It don't take that long, because I'll make sure that's all I do. I'd like to have it done for like the next tree. And just that where the hoop joins, or I don't know. But anyway, so the bird is kind of sideways, but when I come back and I kind of do this, it'll help him to, it doesn't matter, he's a bird. Anyway, I'm gonna leave him. He's cute. I like it. We're just going to throw a little bit of a twist in here. That was a little bit shorter because I am leaving these ones longer because I didn't twist the limb as long on the top as I did on the sides, and that's just fine by me. Okay. I almost didn't do this today. I did a lot today. I mean, little short things to help, you know, trying to get my point across. Help you guys find your stuff. And of course, getting back into the swing of things at home. So, it's been a productive day. And I wouldn't change it for anything. Okay, so now I'm going to just pop that little bird. So there we go. If it gets stuck, if the head gets stuck behind your branch, just bring it out, because when we push it all together in lace, how cute is that? Can you see that? It's stinking cute. Oh, it's so cute. I really like the little birds, guys. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I like it. And I think that you like it too. What I am looking for is some more heart-shaped pendants. Let me think. I think I'm gonna check something out. Let me get another little bird. The thing I like about these, you can face them towards each other or away. Let's see what it looks like. You can make your little bird go whichever way you want. And I think we're gonna go look at each other. And this one is at the top of the tree. I was gonna take it off. I'm gonna leave it there, I think. They don't have to be all in the same place, right? It's a summer tree. Birds are gonna be birds. They're gonna go anywhere. Oh, I like it, guys. I'll show you in 1 minute. I don't know, I have a thing with the birds. Actually, I need to get some more. Yeah, I don't like this little Y. It's not little, it's just that I can't see it. Yep. I almost said, here we go, I have it. No, I don't. Nope. Not yet. Okay, here we go. Now I'm just going to bring it up and go right above that bird because he's a little bit higher up on the tree, which is fine. You can stick over the top a little bit, why not? Okay, I'm going to pass that down again and then bring it over. I'm going to grab that wire again and bring it up and behind. Oops! Sorry. Oh, it scared me. Above the bird's head. Is that too much? It's fine. It's too much. I don't like it. I'm going to undo that. The Passover one time was enough. Please don't break. I might actually leave it like that and just cut this one on the back. Yeah, because I just don't want to see like too much wire right there because I still have to lace. But what do you think? I like it. Okay, now let's go on to the next two. I'm going to twist these ones. And Miss Abby is snoring again. She had her little snack. Gotta love her. She's just the best. My baby. My cat. Okay. Actually, you know what, guys? I think I want to cut this one. I don't know if I should. I'm going to bring that back up in the front. It's not going to matter. It's a matter of me getting it behind. I just like it to go the same direction. There we go. You won't be able to see it. I'm just being picky. I don't like it when I'm picky. I don't care if I'm picky. It's all right. Okay. Back in business. Guess what? We need a bird. So anyway, these birds come 50. Oh, look at that. It's so sweet. My heart. They come 50 in a little pack. It sounds like a lot, but I use a lot. Okay, I give that a good tug. Now pass it back down. And up. And over. Oh my gosh. I do like the little birds. I gotta stop. Because if I don't, I'm not going to. Okay. That's my problem. I fuss with it. Not today. Today I'm going to be good. Until I get the round nose pliers and I twist everything. Okay, I'm trying to get behind this little bird's tail feather. So that he sits really pretty there, and I think I need a little bead. By that I mean they're not all the same size. So this one here is a little bit smaller than that one. Because I don't have a big space, but I need one right there. Oh, this is so hard. Gosh. All this work. If you're making, well, I know you are because you bought them. And if you choose not to wear them and make these, you're going to love it. I promise you're going to love putting them in a bracelet. Especially if you use little birds. You can do other things too. Okay. I think this is where. That's the only thing with the bracelet. Let me see. Yeah. When you use the bracelet, make sure that you have where the bracelet joins at the bottom. Not in your root system, but to the left or right of it. Because, yeah, see guys, look. Right there. But I can still get it over it. So, but it just works out better if you have it down here. Because they're so well made, you won't see that. And some of them you might. But, you know, that's just the way it goes. It's not a bad thing. They're just not all 100% perfect. Okay, little bird. I have to see you. There we go. Okay, let's carry on. Let's see how much time we have. 44 minutes we've been doing this. Time well spent. Okay. Now let's put few of these. And another bird. Actually, you know what? I think I want to put another bead. That one doesn't have a hole. I keep picking it up. I'll just stick that right on top of there. Yeah, see, I like that. That looks good. And that will be the last bird for this tree. Bring it up. Did I already bring it over? I did. Okay, so we're going to tug on that a little bit. All right, a lot. And hold on to that because this wire is short. And you also want your wire to go behind the bird's head so he doesn't spin. Grab onto that right there. And, oopsie, we're going to choke the bird. No, no, no. Get that over your bird and then pull on it. If you use birds. I think you will. And if you don't, that's okay. You still have a pretty tree. Now, if you wanted to do this like for Christmas, you could add red. You could add a few, like, green is like your major color, unless you want to do it like that frosty, Christmassy white. But you can do lights. You know, these if you get, if you want to do seed beads, get the big bag. Because you pick out your greens and then pick out whatever color you want for lights. It is in the bag. And I will also do a shot on that because I know how. I don't know if it's the right way. I hope I don't make a mistake as I learn to share. But you guys are awesome. I don't know. Still amazed. I still watch other videos, not so much trees, but just one of my other passions is homesteading. I mean, I love it. I love the animals, and then I read the comments, and oh my gosh, I have a better following. Everybody's kind, and I like when you interact with one another. Right? That's just like the best. I don't see that. Not as much as I do here. I don't know. Just me getting mushy. That's okay. I like mushy. Okay. Let's move on and get this done. So we can see what we have. I still have no idea because I've not made them with seed beads. We'll see what happens. But not how much time. 48. It's okay because it's worth it. Time well spent. So I think tomorrow I can see that I do go up a little bit too high. I'm going to make a mark and I'm going to try and sit down and I will make a complete video on probably a small little one, something, just of something to see if I can stay in the frame and not have to stand up so I can look over at my hands. Not that it's hard, it's just I didn't twist it enough. Honestly, I'm just recovering and I'm just tired, but I still have to do this. Like for real, like I have to. No, it's a thing. When I come home, I couldn't. I cried a lot, but I'm back. I'm getting there. Why did I cry? I don't know. I can't even tell what this looks like because of all these little wires. I don't know if I put too many birds in the same area and it looks like a traffic jam, but they're birds. The people across the way, they have that grapevine where the robins that had their nest right on my porch, they line up on, they have like a garage. You see like 100 of the little hoppy birds. I don't know what the name of them are. They're not sparrows. They're little teeny tiny birds. And they line up like 100 of them, literally. And then they also line up on the grapevine. And I have actually been able to see one of the robins. Oh my goodness. I was so happy to see the babies. Well, the baby. I'm sure the other ones are there. But the grapevine is filling in now. And it just made me happy. I missed, you know, seeing them, but that's okay. I shared what I could because it was just such a beautiful thing. I keep hearing birds outside the AC in my room. I hope they're not building a nest in my AC. That really would not be cool. I don't think it's safe. I don't know if it's safe for them or what I could do, but I'm not opening that window and trying to, you know, check anything out. It was hard for me to get my husband put it in, but then I had to seal it all up. What a pain. No fun. And she was again shooting her mouth off. Okay. Oh, I like it. I think it's going to look good. Even though right now I really can't tell. But I'm confident that it's going to be pretty. Wait till you see what I want to put on the bottom. Told you this is summery, and it's going to look good. I came across stuff that I didn't know I still had. Not something that you haven't seen, I just didn't know I had it. It was in a canister and it was buried. I was looking for the suction cups and I came across several of the pendants. I'm gonna make a short on that too. I just don't think I can do any more today. I'm gonna finish this and then do the sea beads and birds. But let me show you what I picked out. I didn't know I had any more of this left. That's jade. And I think that is gonna look so pretty on this tree. Anyway, I ruined it. Not really. You'll see it. I know you will. You're gonna like it. Now, if this was 24 gauge, I wouldn't have to use that plier. I mean, it's long enough, but it's very stiff. So your branches would be thinner, and you wouldn't need to use this. But like I said, depending on what you plan to do, take into consideration that 22 gauge might be a little bit harder to work in this, but it's thicker. I'm going to make one with 24. But it also works wonderful in a 4 and 5 inch hoop, the 22 gauge. So it's just a matter of preference, and that's why I did this, to show you if you bought this and you still want to, you know, play around with like a 4 inch hoop. I'm going to make one of these in with 24 gauge, just a side by side, so you can see the difference in the thickness of the branches. And right now you can see the flexibility or the stiffness of the wire. That's another one that doesn't have a hole. And I keep going to pick it up, so we have to get rid of it. what happens is it just is sealed on one side and I lost it. Oh well. Never buying these again. Look at that. I'm on the phone, guys. For real, these are the only sea beads that I'll buy. I will buy mixed. I think I'm going to probably put an order in for the sack of mixed ones, and I probably get them in a day or two. Only because they have more colors than what I have on hand. These are all just separate colors, and I do have many canisters, 3, that have the mixed beads. I just don't want to pick through them. And I have a few ideas, so I'm gonna pick it up. It's not a lot of money, you know, and it just gives me a choice. I like to have a choice. Okay, this one here for some reason is shorter. It's not holding a 4th bead. That's okay. You do you. And I'm gonna pull this up and cross it over. Ouch. Jeez. Oh, I did it again. They poke. Gotta watch out. It's a good thing I have tough thumbs. And these still hurt. But I'll never stop making my stuff. Ah, I found it. Got to go. And it's just like every now and then I find one that is either twins stuck together or it doesn't have a hole. And I keep picking up the same one that does not have a hole. I can have a handful of them, which actually this is pretty good for me, guys, don't you think? Normally I just dump and then you can't see my hands, even if they are in focus. I'm working on it, guys. I'm still getting it, believe it or not. You know, I shoot the mouth off, but I'm still working on my own comfort level. And it's pretty good right now. My own confidence. This is the last branch. And then we're going to clip off all these little wires and give our branches some shape. And then we're going to see what this pretty little tree is going to look like. Stick around. I'm anxious to find out myself. Like I said, I used to do it like for the 4 seasons, for each season. I would alternate. I only used crystals. I do think I have a video of just the 4 seasons. I don't think I've ever actually made one, but only crystals. And I would go like 4mm 6 4 6, and then the next would be 6 4 6 4. So I would alternate rows, and what that did was just make it so that they fit real nice together. These have spaces, which is fine. I have to cut these because I'm getting poked. Let me just clean up my mess. Glasses are sliding. I keep looking at this hair on my arm and thinking that it's a loose hair. It's not. It's connected. Oh. Awful. Okay, we're gonna go right down. Let me see. Can you see me? I think here, maybe. I'm gonna go right down the line and just clip these with the flat end as close as I can, so that when I bend it, I don't have to go crazy. It's not as hard as it is. It's easier on this than it is on a hoop, I think. Sometimes. Okay, what just happened? Where'd you go? like that wire right there. Just gonna push the one that's on the hoop just to sticken up. There we go. And this is the one I was having a hard time with the bird. Well, I wasn't having a hard time, I just want to make sure that the wire doesn't interfere with the bird. All I'm doing now, guys, if I'm out of focus, I'm just cutting these off. Little tail wires, whatever you want to call them. Okay. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work for me. Sorry, I just can't, because I get worried for my cat. Even though she can't get up here, I don't think. Unless I leave the chair. There's a desk under this top workspace, and the chair pushes in, and the bottom has like kind of like a rack. I don't know. It's like a foot thing. If I put a pillow on the chair, she can't get up there. But if I don't, and I leave it pulled away, Miss Abby, as old as she is, she will make it up here. I'll do that later. I have a container that I can put it in. Okay. So now we're going to take out my handy dandy tweezers. For anybody that's new, you can use any kind of a plier. I use tweezers only because they work for me. So I start off with the pointy ones, and I go right down the line, and let me see if I can get where you can see. I just push down on that wire that crosses above the bead beneath the hoop, like that, all the way around. We're going to lace up this tree, even though the branches won't, I don't think they can move actually. May not have to, but I might anyway, just because that's just the way I do it. I'll be able to tell. I don't think they're going to slide. Maybe a 24 gauge wire would slide. We'll see. We'll see. But I do lace every tree. So be careful that you don't do what I just did. Again, I'm just pushing them down because I'm going to come back with the pointy tweezers and get in there and twist it under so that nothing catches. What's this? Oh, there's a wire. I thought it was the bird. That was the one I was afraid of. Problem solved. I wasn't afraid of it, I was just concerned that I wouldn't see it. Oh, we got a lost bird. Here we go. Can't really see them that much on the back, but the front is just pretty. Okay, now I'm going to go back with these ones here are pointy, and I'm just going to get in between. You can see without my hand in your face. I'm going to go in between like this, just show you, like that, and then I'm just going to push down on that wire and turn. So what happens is it gets in a position where it cannot catch on anything, and I like that. Don't like the pokey wires getting caught up and potentially catching on a curtain or just even on your own stuff and then pulling up. No, 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 no. I don't do that. Okay, this one is kind of long. I don't know if you can see that. Pull it down. There we go. Problem solved. Oh, sorry guys. Oh, just need a little drink. Okay, let's finish this. Okay. I'm pretty comfortable that these are not going to move. I'll know in a minute if I'm going to lace. I probably will. It only takes a minute because it's such a little tree. Sometimes when you put them on with the 22 gauge, there's not enough room to go like the way I like to go. We'll see. I know that's not going to move. But I'm not sure about these. I don't think so. I'm not comfortable with not lacing it. But for now, let's see. Little bird, come on out. There we go. Yeah, plus that will help me to secure so that the little birds don't get stuck behind a branch. I'm not going to do that yet. First, we're going to have some fun. This is my favorite part. I'm going to hold on to the work and give everything a little bend. Do the little ones first, then I come to this one. And there's 4 branches to a section, so I do these 4 first. The little ones right there. And then I go to the bigger limb right there. In there. And then I get the big one right here. This is my favorite one. Give that a good pull. Because that is when you get to see like little character to your tree rather than these big straight lines. So we're just going to continue on. You can hold it from behind. If you hold it here and push with this index finger, you're still supporting your work. And then we're going to go right over here. And now the last 2, like that. Go down a little bit. Hope you can see what I'm doing. And then a big one right on this big one. That's my favorite. Just like that. Now, let's take a look. And this is where if you want to try and move your branches, this is the time to do it because we're going to lace. I have to. I know, I was like, maybe not. No, I have to. It's just the way I roll. And these are the only ones that I really, well, no, actually, I have put a little bend with this 22 gauge wire. I can't do that. And I don't think that I need to. So let's just put that down. And I'm going to get my wire so that we can lace this baby up. So I wish that I had paid a little bit more attention, because I would have put that end with a join. Let me show you on a different hoop. It's not really a big thing. Sometimes I can't even find it by feeling, so I have to go in and look at it. Okay, so this one, if you look, if you can see, right in between these two fingers. Oh, can you see that? It is, I mean, it's not going to break, and your wire is not going to sink into it, but sometimes it might get hard to slide it. So what I would do, what I suggest, is when you put your wires on, do it to the left or right, depending on wherever you start. This way here you can move your roots, and you can also move the top of your tree. This one here, it's a little off. Like, I would like this to be a little bit lower, but at the same time, when I get over here, I can't really move it too much because I didn't do that. What did I just do with my tweezers? I see a little thing that I want to push down. I see two of them. Plus, when you lace, usually you can catch the little wire if you don't push it down, especially on these small ones. So I'm going to leave it. You know, I can't leave it. That's just... Okay, I forgot one. I forgot to put one right here in the top. I like to do all of them. Okay, now I'm going to stop because I get obsessive. You would never think of me like that, right? Wrong. I'm crazy. My OCD kicks in and I just don't know when to stop, you know, doing that until I break a wire. For real, guys. Come a long way. Okay, so all I do is take, this is 24 because it's so much more. Do you see the difference? For this little hoop, it is easier with the 24, but the 22 is doable. So anyway, just go very loosely around it. Anything that I don't use, I'll use on a nest to make a nest or secure it. No waste here. Can't afford it. Save everything. And that's why I have so many misfit beads and the ones that weren't chosen. Because I don't throw them away, I just throw them in little baggies. Alright, so what I did was I took this wire and I brought it up, like right there. And I'm going to bring it down, I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to cross over the next, I'm going to cross right over the top of this. Same as every other tree. If you've watched me lace, this is important to me. Like, I don't know if anybody else does it. This was not something that I learned from someone else. This is something that I learned after hanging it up and seeing that they separated, and I was not a happy girl. Not on my work. I work too hard to have ugly or have spaces. You know, I'm not conceited. I just know that they're pretty, and I don't want them to change. So this is what we do. Okay, now I'm just going to grab that again and just cross it over, just like that, and just tuck it down. It's like right underneath the hoop, and it's not going anywhere. Now this one, I'm going to backtrack. Okay, so can you see this one here? I'm going to go back this way so I can bring it up and cross. Even though I've already attached it, I still want to cross over that one, bring it down like that. And because these are very close together, you never have to worry about wrapping it twice in between, because if you come across one like over here, I'm gonna move that around a bit and then just cross over the neck of the branch above your bead and beneath the hoop, push it down like that. Bring it up, give it a little tug. They're not going anywhere, I promise you. We're going to do that all the way around. We're just going to make sure you can see. Like I said, it's on every one, but this one here is not different, it's just smaller. Bring it up. Now I'm going to cross over the next one. So I'm going to go in between the two branches like that. Pull it down. There's that hair again. Hold on, guys. I'll chop it all off. Okay, and now, see, now there's a little wire there too, and that just pulled it right down. I don't know if you saw that. Anytime there's like a little wire, there's a good chance, especially in the bracelet, that when you pass this wire down, you can kind of like maneuver it so that if you see that little wire, right, just pull it down. It's gone. And it's not going to get stuck on anything. So we're just going to keep going. Now this one here also has a little wire right there. I'm just going to pass this down. Oops. Okay, we're going to almost pass it down. But this is so much easier to work with on a bracelet, to wrap at least. But the 22 gauge is what I just used. And it's up to you which one you want. Now you could lace with the 22. I don't recommend it if you lace at all. I would recommend, if you decide to use 22 gauge in your bracelets or your 4-inch, 5-inch, whatever, if you do decide to lace, I would invest in 24 gauge wire. It goes a long way. Okay, and we just tucked it right down behind the little bird. And just straighten this out, bring it up, and get it down there. I'm going to pull it up, the little bird's right there. And that just sets nice so that it doesn't move. And there is a little wire right there. I don't know if you can see it. I'm just going to put this on it and pull it down like that. It's gone. Bring it up. Cross it over the next one. Right on top of that little wire. Pull it down. It's gone. It's like magic. I know you can do this. I'm showing you how. It's really not that hard. And if you do one, you're going to get hooked because it's versatile with seed beads or stones. Like I said, I'm waiting, and I bought a ton of, I should have got different beads too, but I just really like the rose quartz. I was actually going to get rose, the same wire that I use, in rose gold, but I decided not to. I think they'll look pretty on the silver. I don't want to have to make an investment just because I bought a different stone. I've always used it on silver. I have a few rose, but not this time. I'm just going to use what I have. Okay, we are almost done, guys. Got 3 more. See, now, when I measured, I did it real nice and loose around the whole thing. And I did not measure. I would rather have it a little bit long than short. And look at that. Can you see that? I'd say that was pretty good judgment. Around the whole thing, nice and loose. Now, once you pass it through, over that last one, bring it up like that. Grab onto it like this. Cross it over and cut it right like that. How fun, right? Yeah? I think that you had fun. I know you can do this. I have fun. I've never done it with just seed beads. Just crystals, absolutely. because they're my favorite. But this one here, this was a first for me. And we're going to put a chain on it. And I'm going to put my little embellishment at the bottom. What do you think? Tell me the truth. Can you see it? How pretty is this? Look at the little birds. You can do that. You can do them for Easter. You can do them on birthstones. You got this. I'll show you how. I got you. Okay, enough being silly. So now we're going to put this pendant. I'm going to do a short on this as well. I'm going to do a short on this, the seed beads, and also the birds. I will do that. How long is it going to take to upload? I don't know. There's that hair again. Oh my gosh. I can't stand it. I just don't know what to do with my hair. How to cut it, how short, bangs, no bangs. Right now it's too long. It's way down the middle of my back. And the front is way down. It's down there. It's long. I know you care so much about my hair. I'm gonna properly introduce myself. I promise. I'll do the big reveal and show you the face behind the mouth. Maybe not. I just realized how horrible that sounded. Yeah, maybe I need to stay in there, like anonymous. The face behind the mouth. Okay. Right, so now we've got, oh gosh, look at how sweet this is. I like it. So in order to save time, I did try, like I did yesterday on the pinkish tree, I used this really thin wire, and it went on without any problem on the jump rings. Not today. No. So I have even amount of links on each side because it's a paper clip chain. If you hang it like that, it's not going to work. You need to put a jump ring so that you can slip your suction cup in there. But I've already done that to save time. And now we're going to do this. And it really shouldn't be that hard to just like get an idea where it should go. Oh my gosh. Guys, I like this. And I'm not just saying that because I just made it. I'm saying it because it's adorable. Look at how sweet. Oh yes. Yes, yes, yes. I get excited when I see something that I do come out really pretty. Especially because I've not done it with just seed beads. So I'm excited. So, tell me. Can you do this if you've never made one? Like, I'm not trying to be nosy. I know that some of you have never made a tree. Most of you have, I think. At least I know the ones that have, some of you. But let's just say that you're new to doing trees. When I first started, I watched a million videos, and then I finally decided that, okay, it's time for me to try. And it was a disaster. No. Well, yeah, it was. If I can pull up that photo, I will. It was like a learning experiment. But anyway, do you think that you can do this, or is this a little bit too small? Maybe a 4-inch for you would be better. But besides just the twisting and stuff, that's the hard part. And I have to look at this first before I share. Oh yes, I am definitely happy to share this with you. And I'm gonna do, oh my gosh, look at that, how sweet is it? I didn't think it was gonna come out that pretty. And I thought that the birds up here were gonna be like a little traffic jam. It's right, they came out kinda cute. And then we have the jade pendant. Alright guys, last look. I'm gonna take a photo, and I will next to it put the pendants, and then I might do another one with the birds and the seeds. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm trying to help. Anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And tomorrow we're working in a 4-inch hoop with seeds that are not green. I'll see you guys. Bye.